Coffee Radio, yours truly, Mr. Magnum. And I have a very, very, very special guest on the phone line. You've seen her in movies like Soul Food, Love Jones, In Too Deep, Big Mama's House 1 and 2, House of Lies, The Best Man, and The Best Man Holiday. She was named one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people in 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Miss Nia Long is on the phone. Welcome.
Thank you. That was beautiful. That was nice. Thank you.
You're very welcome. And by the way, you're on my list every year.
I appreciate that.
Now, I was reading somewhere that your first TV appearance was on 227 in 1986. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
How'd that happen?
I auditioned for the part, and my good friend Regina King was the star of the show, and we attended acting classes together, and it was just one of those things where it worked out, and I had a little bit part on that show.
And now after that, your major spotlight role is really Boys in the Hood with Ice Cube. Since then, you've worked with him on Friday, Are We There Yet? Are We Done Yet? How's that relationship? It seems like you and him kind of come up together.
You know, I love Cube. I think Cube is one of those people who, he's a visionary, he's smart. He was able to pull things off that no one else was. In a time where, you know, when we first saw the Boys in the Hoods and the Fridays and sort of the melting of music and film and television. So he, you know, he's a trailblazer.
Any possibility you might do some work with him in the future?
Anything's possible. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, me too. Now, you've also worked with many other great people, including Vivica Fox, Anaya Lathan, Morris Chestnut, Terrence Howard. It kind of feels like it's a family that's come up together as far as black television is concerned. Is that how it is for you?
Well, I don't like to look at things in categories, but I certainly think that, you know, when you're in the same generation with certain artists, you're going to be a part of some of the same projects. And I think that, you know, there is a family of black people that, you know, we all know each other and we all respect one another and we all hope the best for each other.
The family of black people, and with the recent things on social media, Oscar so white, etc. How do you view the industry in terms of, you know, getting roles and getting recognition, not only in general, but maybe for you personally, being not only black but a female in the industry? How has that been? You know,
well, for me, I don't really do what I do to get recognition. I do what I do because I love what I do. And at the end of the day, if you receive recognition, I think that's an amazing thing. But I think most artists who are really authentic to their art are really more concerned about being authentic to their work than actually trying to win an Oscar. You know, and all of this debate about, yes, do I think Hollywood needs to be more diverse? The answer to that is yes. Do I think that we need more opportunities? Yes. Do I think this business is sexist? Yes. Do I think women should have equal pay? Yes. Are there themes that need to be worked on in this business? Absolutely. But, you know, I also believe that everybody has their individual journey, and you have to honor your journey and do the things that move you. And at the end of the day, if you win an Oscar, great. But I don't think that's my motivation.
Good, because you make quality work, so it speaks for itself whether, you know, they recognize it or not. I think the consumers definitely recognize the talent and the work and the products that you've put out. With that said, how do you go about choosing the roles that you decide on taking?
I think I choose the things that speak to me. I think I choose the things that are challenging and different. Like for Keanu and Uncle Buck, I think what was great about Keanu is what I got to come in and do a fun little scene and leave, and somebody else Key and Peele, they carry the movie, which is a treat because I love them and I'm fans and I want to be a part of, you know, you do different parts for different reasons. And for me, when I signed on to do Keanu, I was really doing it because of my love for Keegan and Jordan. I just think they are extraordinary guys. When I signed on for Uncle Buck, my motivation was to be on a half-hour show and hopefully be funny and do some things that I've never done before. So, you know, diving back and forth from comedy to drama is not an easy thing to do. And, you know, hopefully I can continue to do so.
And you're working with some great comedians in work, Keanu, Key and Peele, Uncle Buck, Mike Epps. In terms of Key and Peele and Keanu, how crazy was it on set? I'm sure it's a hilarious, fun time while working with those guys.
You know what? The truth of the matter is most people who are funny and smart and have huge comedic careers, they don't walk around telling jokes all day. They are real people. But they have an outlook on life where they can constantly find the funny, which is a gift. That is a huge gift to be able to do that. So I think at the end of the day, being a part of this film is really special. It's their first feature. I'm familiar with them since, years. My 15-year-old son was the one who turned me on to Key and Peele and all their amazing skits on Comedy Central. So I'm here. I'm happy to be a part of it, and let's see what happens.
And as far as Uncle Buck, how did that role come about, working with Mike Epps? Were you a fan of the movie prior to?
I did not see the film prior to because I wanted to have a fresh take on the character, but Will Packer called me and said, "Hey, I'm doing this project. What do you think about this? Will you come in and talk to us?" And I was like, okay. And I came in and talked to the producers and the creators, and then we got a deal done. So, the timing, everything happens. I guess this is the time in my life where laughing is a good thing.
You recently posted about Prince and shooting him down when he asked you for a date, but yet you managed to bond with him over style and music. In the last decade, we've lost Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. How has that, affected you? And do you think we'll ever really get to see musical talents like that in the world?
I think we will see a different version of a Michael Jackson, a different version of a Prince, who will come in with a different message and a different lyric and a different rhythm. I think there is no one that can compare. You can't compare anyone to Prince or Michael Jackson, in my opinion. My heart was broken because I felt like he was. I don't know. I just felt like Prince was lonely. I felt like I just feel like he was lonely. I mean, not even felt like. I do feel like he was lonely, and I feel like at the end of the day, this is a tough time for everybody in this business. He's an icon,
Yes, definitely. Now I'm gonna let you go. Keanu premieres April 29th. You have Uncle Buck coming out in June.
June 14th, ABC.
June 14th at ABC. Now, how do the Koffee Radio listeners get in touch with you on social media and let you know how they love your work?
I am Nia Long on Instagram.
All right. Make sure they follow along. I appreciate you calling in.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.